Okay, taking a look at PA drop in for a 2-point play. Got a right-handed quarterback. I prefer flipping the play. My main read is going to be Edelman, the X receiver, your wide receiver 2, on the bottom of the screen on the left. He's going to get up to the top of the end zone, take a cut inside to the middle, to the right. If he can get up to the point where he takes the cut without there being double coverage, I'm going to hit him as soon as he makes his turn onto the inside. Okay, so basically in the area of the safety, Adams, if he's double covered with this cornerback, then I would, if the double coverage kind of sits in that area, which it doesn't do very often, then I'm going to be looking at Pitts as the Y read instead and look at his kind of drag across the field and just kind of time that drag into an open area if at all possible. Now, of course, you got to be wary that the play action doesn't fool the defense, doesn't take a stride off the defense, and you got instant pressure. In the case when you got instant pressure, you might just have to get rid of this ball as quickly as humanly possible to Pitts underneath and just try to hit him quickly on his drag if you're going to get quick instant pressure. Technically speaking, I like to kind of be moving backwards my quarterback, kind of waiting for Edelman to get up to the top corner. Sometimes the press coverage can take a second if a good press comes on, but he doesn't get great release. But Edelman's a 99 release, so let's just hope we don't get great pressure here. I think we're going to be looking at some potential pressure here, but we're going to snap, come back. He's not doubled. Wait for the turn. There he is. Okay, that's basically it. Okay, PA drop in 2-pointer. Again, this time at -3 with no offensive boost, so a good test. I'm going to flip it, as we've seen in the prior video. And I'm going to take a look. Same thing, I'm looking at the X receiver on the bottom left, my wide receiver 2, Edelman, with a 99 release and catch. I'm going to see if he is not double covered at the top of his route before making a break into the right. If he's not, I'm going to try to wait for him to make that break and hit him immediately thereafter. I'm going to take the quarterback and just kind of move backward to hopefully get away from pressure long enough to let that route develop. If there is double coverage kind of at the top end of where Edelman's break is, I will try to hit Pitts instead, the wide receiver on his hard drag, just somewhere along the path, and pick a good spot for it. The thing you need to be careful of, obviously, while you're watching this is if you get a lot of pressure on your quarterback, defenders don't bite on the play action. Sometimes can get into the sack. Doesn't happen a ton, but it can happen. You're just going to try to get rid of the ball really quickly to Pitts if you get that immediate pressure. Okay, so let's snap and see what happens. Moving backward. Edelman not double covered. Wait for the turn. There it is. Even at -3 with no offensive boosts. Another PA drop-in 2-pointer. -1, no offensive boost. Flipping it. You've seen this in the other videos. First look is going to be to Edelman, the X. If he doesn't get double covered when he makes his cross move into the middle of the field on the right, I'm going to hit him as soon as he makes that kind of cross. Otherwise, I'll look for Pitts on the Y route, the drag underneath. Kind of a slightly different look on this one that you've seen in the other videos, so we're going to take a close look and see. If I get a lot of pressure, again, now this is a two-man press type of look where you got the 2 nose tackles. This is really designed to stuff a 1 trap. So I'm hoping I'm not going to get a ton of pressure here, and I'm hoping I'm just going to be able to get Edelman on the top of his curl route, or cross route, I should say, back towards the middle. If that area gets double covered with 2 defensive backs up near the top, then I'm just going to wait to try to hit Pitts and time him on the drag route better, okay? Let's start moving backwards. Snap. He is not doubled. I'm just going to hit him. All right, there was someone underneath, but he wasn't quite doubled. 90 was underneath, but he wasn't quite doubled. One more time, PA drop in, 2-pointer, flip it. You've heard this enough now. On the first few, I'm looking for Edelman, the X receiver. If he's not doubled at the top of the route, I'm going to wait for him to take his cross and hit him. Otherwise, if he is doubled, I'm going to hit Pitts on the Y. I'm going to try to be moving backwards to avoid instant pressure. If you get instant pressure, you just want to try to hit Pitts if at all possible. There we go. Moving back. No double. Wait for the turn. There he is. PA drop in 2-pointer, flipped. Instead of repeating everything, we're just going to look at it. X Edelman. If he's not double covered at the top of the cross, I'm going to hit him. If he is doubled at the top of the cross back to the middle, I'm going to go to Pitts and Y. I'm going to be moving backwards, trying to avoid pressure. Got to be careful for the insta sacks. If you got tons of pressure, try to hit Pitts. Okay, the Y route. Moving back, snap. No double. Oh, just there's the instant pressure. Good to see. PA drop in 2-pointers. Let's get right to it. Flip it. Move backward. See, now this is a weird coverage right here, okay? I was gonna skip a lot of this, but I got a cornerback here in Woodson. And on top of Woodson, right, kind of right behind him, another safety in Derwin James. This is a different look here. Wondering if this might be a defense that gives me some double on the top of Edelman before he gets to the cross. If I get a double on Edelman before he gets to the cross, I'm going to be looking at Pitts, the Y drag route. Also, interestingly, I've got 2 guys lined up wide here, including 1 cornerback, so I'm kind of curious if I'm getting a possible blitz out of one of these slot areas, if not both. Okay, so I got to be aware of potentially quick pressure. If I sense that quick pressure, if I sense the double on Edelman, I'm just going to try to hit Pitts on the Y. Let's bring the quarterback moving back pre-snap, buy myself a little bit of time. Looks like they could have been, but there's, I don't know if I was going to get the double there, but I got Pitts on the Y, and that's kind of the route you want to read if it's not double to suspect immediate pressure. Just looked like I had him immediately and took it.